let's get into some pentatonic shifting. All right, so right off the bat, we're starting in A minor, or the A minor box, but we're going to put major notes in there as well. Then we're going to shift to the second position and then to the third position of pentatonic. So we got a three-fer. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off in minor pentatonic, and we're going to go 5 and 7 on the D string. And then we're going to go from the minor third to the major third, right? So that's going to be 5 and 6 on the G. So we got. Now what we're going to do is we're basically borrowing from A major position 2 for these two notes, right? So we have 5 and 7 on the B, but we're going to slide. So we're going into position 2 of minor. So we've gone from position 2 of major to position 2 of minor. So all together we have. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab position 2 minor and then hammer on that major third just like we did over here. But now it's down here an octave higher. Okay, so we have. Right back to minor pentatonic position 2, 10 to 8. So we had, and then I'm going to go. So that's 9, 10, 9, 8. Then we're going to shift up to what would be position 4, right, in major. But I'm going to mix it with position 3 of minor. So we're going to go. So when I bend, we're basically bending into minor right there. So we've gone. Then I'm going to slide up from 9 to 11. 11, 10, 12, half. And then I'm going to go back to 12. And that's position 4 of major. So I'm bending up 12 a whole step and then grabbing 12 on the high E. So it's 12 B bend. And then 12 E just flat, you know. So we've gone. Or you can just go. You know, you can do whatever you want. This is just kind of a guide as to what you can do with these positions, right? And these riffs, you don't have to play these exactly, but it might be something that you're not generally used to seeing or hearing. If you've been following these lessons, then you're used to it. But different ways to approach the pentatonic so we're not just going. Right, which is great. I mean, that definitely has its place, and it's definitely huge in blues music. But it's fun to be able to take that next step instead of going. We can go. Right, and just start to add other notes to catch the ear. So all together. So that's. Now again, that is combining major and minor together. So we have position 1 minor, both right there. Position 2 major, right? Right, so that's position 2. Back to position 2 of minor. Now we're going into minor position 2, but we're going to hammer onto that major third, still in minor position 2. Now we're going into major position 4. But that half bend gave us a nice little minor, you know, taste. And then when we went back and bent it a whole step, we got ourselves back into A major. Alright, so what we've done right there is we're going to do a half note bend, or half step bend I should say, on 14 and come down to 12 on the E. Then we're going to go 15B, 12E, back to 15. So we have back to 15, and now we're going to hammer on into that minor third, major third thing again. So that's going to be 13 to 14. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back into position 4 of minor. I'm going to pull off 14 to 12 on the G, and then I'm going to go 14 D, G, back to D. And then I'm going to slide down a half step to 11. So we have now what I'm going to do is go, so I'm going to go 12, pull off to 10, and then hammer on to 11. And then I'm going to go, now we're in position 3 of minor pentatonic. And then I'm going to go 12E, 12A. Or if you don't like the sound of, right, that kind of vibe, you can go, right, and just do a pull off here, right, and do the stacking. So we go, this is going to be 12 on the A, down to 10 on the A. Then we're going to do that stacking, 12 E, A, E, and then 10 A. And then I'm going to go chromatically down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go or whatever you like best, right? I kind of like this one again, like I said. That's going to be 8 to 9 and then to the A. But you can also go 7 to 8, or you can go 9 to 10. Right, so it's just different ways. Again, it's just like a guidepost. You know, I'm not saying learn these riffs specifically. What I'm more interested in you doing is seeing the concept of how the major and minor fit together, right? You're right in one spot, and just how to push and pull through major and minor sounds, right? The positions are right next to each other, and how to utilize them so you can get from one spot to the next on the neck, but add some tones that you might not just normally hear, like we're doing. Right? Great, awesome, you know. That kind of thing is awesome, but it's also cool to be able to throw into that. And do that kind of thing too, to where you're kind of throwing in country and blues and rock. And then when you go do your 4-bar blues jam, or even, you know, your rock song, you have much more, you have many more, I should say, options. You know, in your palette, you got colors, man. You got, you know, red and orange and yellow and fuchsia and magenta. Now, instead of just, you know, red and yellow, you know, you got different, it's all about different colors and different flavors, and being able to get different sounds. Now, some of these riffs you can just, you know, throw passing tones in there, you know. And when when you're going fast enough, the ear doesn't really necessarily register those notes that might not be in the scale. It just like, wait, hold on, what? Ah, and then you resolve, right? But we're just passing from one scale to the next, maybe a little bit more creatively or a little bit more edgy, right, than if we would have just gone, which is totally cool too, and it totally has its place. So just mess around with that, you know, have some fun with it. You know, don't be afraid to step out on a limb, fall flat on your face. You know, it takes a long time to kind of get used to these different concepts, right? It took me forever. And it's something I just never get bored of doing, obviously. I hope you're not bored out there either. So let me know if you want me to keep going down this road. And also just don't be afraid to let us know what you want to see here on this channel, whether it's more acoustic stuff or electric stuff or, you know, any kind of lessons you want. Just leave them down in the comments. Don't forget to click the links. There's scale stuff, all sorts of stuff down there. So we'll catch you next time.